Welcome, Snow White. Wish to look over my goods?
Mind if I glance at your stock? See ya.
Witcher, save us from the beast! Come on, you fuck! Try it!
Hello?
Whose notion of order is this? Why doesn't someone do something?
Picarino!
Hey! Excuse me.
What's this about?
The notice, is that it? Are you a Witcher, Master?
Noises at the cemetery. You the one they bother?
Yes, and I'm alone in that, it seems. That is, no one else has bothered to take any steps, though all must hear the racket. I took the matter up with the Ducal Guard. They claim they found nothing, but I'm not sure they even bothered to look. What's left for me to do? Should I sniff about the cemetery myself?
The noises, they pretty regular?
Each night. I live next door. I hear it loud and clear, as if through a horn someone had stuck in my ear. Ah! Hawk! Ooh! Firk! And then whack! Thud! As if a mother bear slammed pate first into a cupboard.
Know exactly what you mean. How much will I get for this?
How much would you like? What? Much too much. I don't believe I have that amount. What would you say to a festival discount? On account of the, tourney? Agreed.
Fine, I'll tend to it. Any victims? Someone go missing recently? Or are we just talking noises?
No one's come to harm, thank the gods. Why? Do you think it might be a monster?
Could be, but doesn't need to, though. Might also be grave robbers, tramps. Remains to be seen.
I can't rightly say what would be worse. Whatever the case, Godspeed, Master.
Summoning a Witcher? Was that truly necessary? And our knights would have chopped liver?
My legs. I caught. Real legs.
Love, youth, adventure.
Are we on the Ducal Guard?
Might want to look around anyway.
Where's that coat gone this time?
Sure, go on. Drink up while you're young, coin in hand.
Tracks?
I dreamt I was a wolf.
Trampled grass and bloomers. Not the kind of moaning he meant, though. Graves dug up. Thing is, grave robbers don't usually wail and moan that much.
Good dog.
Life in Beauclair can be quite dear. Death, though, that's always free.
Empty wine bottles. Leftovers. Big to do? Not likely.
Who would have
Lots
thought?
of tracks.
Knights
Not
trading
much I
in
can
wine,
glean from them, though.
Some witcher guards the promenade.
Gotta come back after dark. Damn it. More fighting. Noises coming from the catacombs, it seems. So, noises coming from here. Not a soul. Strange. Doesn't look anything like a grave hag's lair either. Here lies Margot de Corentin. Smashed, as if someone threw it against the wall. Might be grave robbers. None worth their salt would have left this. Pretty fresh. Funeral wasn't too long ago. Louis de Corentin died on the day of Saint Zoetham's remembrance. Noises started right around then. No sign of monsters or grave robbers. Bit of a mess, that's all. Maybe this isn't the spot after all. Strange. Noise is clearly coming from that tomb. Impossible. Something's not right. Need to hide, see how things play out.
You'd rather lie about all day, flipping those cards like some dwarf. Disgusting.
Indeed. Far better to stand at the door of Lebioda's temple, mumbling prayers from dawn till dusk.
Ingrate, I prayed for you, that you would cast off the yoke of gambling.
Fine job you did of it. Seems the gods had also heard enough of your cackling. And you? Why are you here? This is a private conversation.
Mind keeping it down? Neighbors are complaining.
Neighbors? Everyone here is dead.
I know not your name, but you must help me. I refuse to spend eternity at the side of this heathen. Remove him from my crypt at once!
Slow down. What's the problem?
This is my crypt, and this saintly shrew harangues me even in death. An eternity of nagging, the misery!
I was blind and a fool to marry him. He's a slave to the cards, prepared to wager his own child on a round of gwent.
Once, damn it, and as a jest. How many times must I explain? And who sank our fortune into some silly statue of Lebioda?
Piety. That was my cause. The prophet immortalized would have transformed this land of blasphemy and betting. How was I to know it was all a fraud?
Because I warned you some 500 times!
Quiet! Shut up, both of you! Look, if there's to be peace and quiet here, one of you's gotta go. Need to move one of you out.
Yes, take him. Please, do so, and I shall tell you where I hid his lucky gwent cards.
What? I knew it was you! And now you would evict me from my crypt, then pay for the deed with my cards! Blast it all! Had I those very cards at the tournament in Belhaven, I'd still be alive. It's your fault, you pox incarnate, that they stabbed me to death.
They murdered you for your debts. I had nothing to do with it.
Come, I heed this good book-thumping wench. Mind, I know well where she hid those cards. I'll tell you myself, as soon as you've removed her.
Need to think about it. All right, gotta move one of them out.
Thus spake the prophet Lepiota. Thou shalt not play for coin.
After which he promptly added, for you... None left for me!
Heretic, shut your mouth! I shall speak to you no more!
I see you fell for that pious tart's dribble. Drats! Ah, well, then listen. I've a request. Be a good fellow and set me in the chamber of the Gwent Friendship Society of Beauclair. It's just round the corner.
You a member?
That's just it. I was not. But I would have dearly liked to have been. And joining them in death shouldn't bother anyone.
Certainly doesn't bother me. I'll do it. Where's this chamber?
Once you enter the catacombs, go straight. The chamber will be on your right, near the corridor's mouth, and I thank you.
Deeper in the catacombs. Right, let's go. private chamber. The Right Honorable members of the Gwent Friendship Society of Beauclair. This is it.
You'll not find work here. Not paying workers.
You gents also looking for that Gwent club?
What the poking devils? Who are you? Who sent you?
So many questions, so few answers.
Blimey, we're the plumbing philosopher. Get the smarmy cat diddler, lads.
If I only had a crown for every time a bunch like this. Too late to surrender. That ought to do. Right. High time Margot paid up. done. Now where you got those cards?
Leave the city through the Cooper's Gate, then we are right. Our house is easily recognized. A tree adorns the sign above the door. I buried the chest in the garden, beneath the rose bush.
Tree on a sign, rose bush. Think I got it.
Might I ask what you did with Louis? True, he knew nothing in life but Gwent, but I would still prefer he not spend eternity in a ditch or a privy.
Don't worry about it. Found him a nice place. Ought to feel right at home. Farewell.
Dump it out your rump and what do you want? Finish.
Witcher Geralt. Just as darling. Oh! Ooh. Ah! Do you know the colors I would see on the Duchy's banners? Red, white, and rose.
Trolling on an empty stomach.
Reginald Aubrey has returned, not to be missed. Buy your tickets now.
Need to go around. Tree on the sign. Must be the house.
Time is no cock. Keeps going.
Medallion's humming. Something's not quite right. Not here.
De gods partook of de weinersven.
just like she said. And the Gwent cards, as promised.
A cockerel in your codpiece is worth two. Guess that's a joke.
So, behold, the famous Reginald Dobley, the man with the donkeys. Determination. He must have been breathtaking. Truly, I would so have
Can't
loved
believe
to-
I'm actually doing this.
A statue like any other. A nude chap. Nothing extraordinary.
And the genitals? Overblown, most certainly.
A witcher.
So
Smearing his
Dogry has
hiney with
returned,
honey.
not to be missed. Buy your tickets.
Sir Geralt of Rivia. 3 cheers for the tourney's victor. Hip hip hooray, hooray, hooray. My, do I ever feel like doing absolutely nothing. Snow White,
All
you
is
with
in
the
order.
exquisite hair. Snow White,
Name's Geralt. What can I do for you?
that hair, the scar, the frown, it's all perfect.
Something you actually want from me? Or are you just gonna go on gushing about my attributes?
I admire, good sir, admire and desire. Such a threat in the eyes, oh, so manly.
If you're trying to get me to meet with you some evening, afraid you're just wasting your time.
An evening? Impossible. I shall require the soft light of mid-afternoon for this portrait.
Portrait?
Indeed, yours, en face, act actual size, with the finest Vista Toussaint Fords behind you. Pose for me. You must. Naturally, I shall pay the compensation due to you for your modeling services.
Don't see why not, long as it doesn't take long.
It shan't, never worry. With but a short distance to journey into the hills outside of town, a perfect landscape perfectly to frame your perfect physiognomy.
Let's go then.
I need only fetch my easel and pallets from my studio. We shall meet at noon at the western gate, near the palace. From where we'll venture forth together.
That's my niece. Ah, the serendipity. I'm so glad. Master Witcher, what luck to happen upon you.
Got work for me? New contract?
Of the contract in question, you acquitted yourself beautifully years past, on your last sojourn in Beauclair. I was in a bit of a bind at the time, do you remember? Yet I swore a solemn vow to pay you in full one day.
Guess it rings a bell.
Sadly, you went on your way before I could settle matters with you. So, I took your coin and placed it in an account for safekeeping.
What kind of account?
A savings account at Cianfanelli Bank. You need but walk in and withdraw. The sum must be rather substantial by now.
Thanks. Head over there first chance I get. Gotta stop by that bank.
Have you had to wonder,
Oh,
Tony?
enough said.
Geralt of
Shoot the
Rivia.
beast,
That
you
way.
spy! Tell the commander! Beast strike!
Ow!
Give your paunch a little squeeze. Watch the water flee.
Hey there, I'm done. Cemetery ought to be real nice and quiet now.
To sleep in my own bed once more. The clogs has grown intolerably loud. The punters bellow like men possessed. One madman especially, always shouting, "Order in! Order in!" But tell me, at the cemetery, what was it? Beasts, as you claimed?
Nope, just a marital spat.
That's it? But they hollered like skewered polecats. Sorry to bother you with such a trifle. Here for your trouble.
Thanks.
Drooping bumps, drooping danglies.
When the Duchessa laughs, it's no... laughing matter.
to which he promptly added, "For you shall have none left for me."
Heretic, shut your mouth! I shall speak to you no more!
No, no, it is I who shall speak.
No, wait. If you truly must do this, then please, at the least, deposit me somewhere pleasant.
All the same to me. Where do you want to go?
Take me to my mother's grave. It's in the old cemetery just outside the city walls. A lovely spot, almost on the lakeshore. The flora there, it's extraordinary, really.
Extraordinary flora. Where is it exactly?
Beneath the outspread arms of a chestnut, the tombstone bears my mother's name, Micheline Belrose. To think I failed to heed her when she warned me about that lout.
Peace at last.
Place Margot mentioned. So where's the grave? Under a chestnut, or so Margot claimed. Micheline Belrose. This is it. Wow, that's done. Remove the urn with Margot's ashes, just like you wanted. Louis, you there? Should have known he'd stand me up. All right, if that's how you want to play it.
Please, put me back. Yes, I'm a fraud. I lied to you. I've no notion where the cards are, but I shall think of something. Just wait. Got it. A swordsmith. Trentin's the name. I skinned him at Gwent once, but he had no coin, so he promised me the pride of his collection, a lovely blade, finely fashioned. I passed on before I could get it, but you could collect it in my stead. Just tell him Louis de Corentin sent you.
The dead Louis de Corentin?
That could indeed prove problematic. But if... I know. The man's a gambler, inveterate. His wife forced him to seek help, a hypnosis or some such. She believes Trentin no longer touches cards, would wager her virtue on it. Were she to learn he still plays Gwent, well, he'd be in a deep doodaloo.
Thanks.
Let us drink to the health of our ladies, for healthy
Whoa!
life, solace once.
Still waters.
Ooh!
Long live Toussaint!
The best steel in all of Toussaint. Take a gander.
Here to collect Louis de Corentin's sword.
Ha! That's rich. The Corentin's dead. Who are you? His brother? His lover? Louis never mentioned either.
Maybe so, but he told me a bit about you. Heard you used to play a little gwent. Had a habit, in fact, till your wife helped you kick the addiction. Real treasure, wife like that.
Ah, the bumpoke. Ugh. Here I thought I might hang it over the mantle again, with Louis gnawing radishes from the underside. But it seems I must. So be it. The sword's yours. But don't leave me high and dry. Give me a chance to win back my dignity at least. Perhaps a round or three for coin?
What about the wife? Not afraid she'll...
In my home, what I say stands. Women have got no power. Besides which, the wife's away for a few days visiting her sister in Belhaven. So, shall we play?
No thanks. Think I'll pass this time.
Bambot. But a no's a no. I'll not insist, nor beg. Your loss.
Take care now.
The best
Show me what you have. Farewell.
No, see you later.
All is in order.
Ow!
Courtesan is like a rat catcher. Good for when the pussy at home grows too fat. Blimey!
You lads.
Hey there. I'm done. Cemetery ought to be real nice and quiet now.
To sleep in my own bed.
Yeah, really tough, demanding fight. Barely made it out alive.
Is it your codex? Forbids you from revealing the details? For the best, I dare say. There's a small premium for you. You've earned it.
Bathing tears away at the skin, and thus brings death closer. Life's like an infant. It must be born.